Third grade, week 22. We're going to continue our study of plants. Teachers, what we're going to do is a little different than last week, where your kids took lots of measurements and they know the size of those lima beans, both wet and dry. And this time we're going to add we're going to plant them in soil. We have some cups for every student. We have soil. And we have some little lids that we're going to make a greenhouse with. So we're going to start with 3 inches of soil. Now, third grade should be able to use their regular rulers to the inchworm rulers, but it's really up to you what you want to do. But to keep our soil from being wasted and overfilling these cups, they need 3 inches. I figured out a good measurement of water, and it would be this little blue measuring cup gives you just the right amount of water. You don't want it too wet and you don't want it too dry, and that's the hard part about beans or any seed is you're going to cause rot if you get it too wet. You need to take some masking tape and put a piece of tape on the bottom of their cup so you can see whose name it is. If you write on these with Sharpie, you can't see through that dark soil. Also, make sure we date it, the day we plant it, so we know how long it takes to germinate. I'm going to use, the kids can use pencils. I'm going to use this Sharpie to make an indentation to plant that first seed. And I have soaked lima beans. I soaked them overnight so they're already swelled up, fat and soft. And I'm going to poke it down in there gently. And I'm just going to cover it lightly. Most people plant their seeds too deep. It causes rot, and it really can't get enough energy to get out of the hole people put them in. Then I'm going to make an indentation on the side because I want the kids to be able to see these roots and leaves happening. So we're going to kind of make us a little window here on the side. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to make another side. And I'm going to put this other bean over here. So I have 2 viewers for what's happening, but I have one that has a fairly successful chance of making it right there in the middle. You see, I didn't cover them all with a lot of soil. I just barely moved the soil over them to keep the plant seed from drying out. And the kids need to handle these as if they're babies, because you know what? They are babies. So when you get through, you're going to have a little greenhouse that looks like this. We've got a viewing window there, a viewing window on the other side, and one in the middle with their name on it. One of the fun things about this is I have plant lights set up all around the room, but I'm going to put different colored bulbs in them. That one's yellow, that one's red. We have an orange, blue, there's a black light and a green one, and I'm going to sneak this one in on them. That's a plant light. Now, in an experiment, you would want to use all the same wattage. So these are all 60 watt, but look at the plant light. It's 65. So that's going to have a little significant influence on their plants. So at the end of the experiment, we'll tell them it was a plant light and it had more wattage, so therefore it has more heat. But the kids just get excited putting things under these lights with different colored bulbs in them. If your seeds begin to germinate and sprout while your kids are still in class before they make it back to the science class, we'll put them on a tray and bring them down there so they can make their observations. Thank you.